Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about hunting helpers. Now, these are probably one of the most overlooked parts of Monster Hunter Rise, and they will save your entire game. So we're going to go over 5 amazing hunting helpers that you may have never seen, or if you've seen them, you probably don't know what they do. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Brewhare. All right, it's a weird name. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But this is such an incredible hunting helper. I'm putting it at number 1 because this is one I will go out of my way to get if I'm fighting Valstrax or any other super difficult monster that I need the little bit of oomph for. So the Brewhare, what does it do? Well, it enhances every item that you use. Well, not every item, but a lot of the items that you are really going to be using during your fight. The Brewhare is going to enhance it. So here, I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to let Rajang hit me a few times. This is without the Brewhare, okay? I'm going to use a Mega Healing Potion. Keep an eye on how much it's healing, alright? So it got probably 2/3 of the health, alright? This time around, with the Brewhare, we're going to do the same thing. Rajang is going to pound us. We're going to go down to about the same health as last time. And now we're going to use another Mega Potion. And this time, it's going to 1, heal extremely fast, and 2, heal way more. So why wouldn't you use this? So let's slow it down and check it out again. Top without... bottom with. Again, you see it. There it is. Brewhare, amazing hunting helper. Number 2, Mud Beetle. Mud Beetle is probably something everybody sees on their hunt. They're on all of the maps. There's at least a couple of them on each map, I think. So what does it do? Well, this thing is another one that's super useful. It's really good against monsters like Basarios or other monsters that don't have a lot of weak spots. Why? Because you take the Mud Beetle, you go up to the monster, you throw it at the monster, and what does it do? It coats the monster in water or mud or whatever, and it softens up every single body part. So right now, I'm doing all weak point hits, even though I'm hitting the middle of the body of the Mizutsune. And I'll show you right in a couple seconds the comparison when after the Mud Beetle has worn off, now I'm hitting the exact same parts again right in the middle of the body, and we're not getting the weak point hits. They're just regular white hits. So Mud Beetle, awesome hunting helper. Going on to number 3, we've got the Puppet Spider. Puppet Spider is another incredible hunting helper. I usually like to start off my fights with the Puppet Spider against the monster. Now what does it do? Well, basically it allows you to either ride the monster or, knock him into the wall. It puts them into that rideable state. So all you have to do is just place the Puppet Spider right in front of the monster and then boom. Magnum Olo is now rideable. So I can take him, I can go fight Somnocanth, I can throw him into a wall. It's just a really good way to start the fight. You get free damage on the monster, you get a Wyvern ride in. There's absolutely no reason not to. So if I were you, I'd learn all the positions of the Puppet Spiders on all of the maps and get a Puppet Spider for every single hunt. Next, the Aurortle. This one's a little bit of a weird one. So the Aurortle, I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. You'll see here when I pick it up, it adds 2 yellow arrows on my health bar. Okay? So what does that signify? Basically, this is your free Moxie. It will save you from a killing blow. However, your health has to be above those yellow marks for it to count. So I'm going to show you here exactly what happens if your health is below the yellow mark. So Basil Goose is going to hit me. Now the yellow marks are no longer yellow, they're grayed out. So if I want it to activate, he's gonna kill me, and it doesn't activate. So you have to make sure that your health is above the yellow marks before you get blasted by the monster's attack in order to have your life saved by the Aurortle. Okay, but this is a free Moxie. You don't have to eat for it, you don't have to, use any Dango tickets. It just is gonna happen. So right there, look at that. It put me down to 1 health, but it says the Aurortle shell saved you from fainting. That's a free life right there. That gives you 4 lives every single hunt. Number 5, Stink Mink. So the Stink Mink is one you probably walked around all the time. You're like, what is this skunky looking thing, right? What does it do? Well, it's a really interesting one. It's kind of like the Puppet Spider in the sense that once you take the Stink Mink, you're going to go up to a monster. So in this particular case, we're going to go up to Basil Goose again. Poor Basil Goose. He's been used in so many examples so far. And what we're going to do is activate it right in front of him. And we're going to stink. Now, if you look in the top right, his little icon now has like a pink footprint next to it. It means he's going to start following you. So what you do with the Stink Mink is you go up to a monster that you want to follow you, and you take them to another monster. So here I'm running Betelgeuse to Barioth. And once they get in close enough of a proximity, they are gonna initiate a little fight, and one of them is gonna be rideable. And then it's basically like the Puppet Spider. You ride both of them, you get the materials, and then you end up knocking one of them into the wall, and then you go to town on the one you want to knock. Right? So if Betelgeuse is the one you're hunting, ideally you want to start with him first, and so that you can end up, you know, doing the Punisher on him after you've switched to Barioth. But there you go, guys. These are the 5 most amazing hunting helpers in Monster Hunter Rise. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.